Alright, so I recently bought a Lenovo 2-in-1 Flex 5 laptop, so I'm going to give you a real basic overview of that. So it's a pretty slim, compact design. It weighs only about 3.6 pounds. It's less than an inch thick. One of my favorite things is that it has two of the USB-A ports, one USB-C port, and it also has an HDMI port. So it does have the fingerprint sensor there. I was showing you that normally it works pretty easily, but this time, of course, it decided not to, but there's a backup pin. The 360 hinges work really well. It's really easy to turn it into kind of this tablet mode. The screen's pretty responsive. When you turn it upside down and flip it around, it changes back to kind of whatever side you're using pretty quickly. I've put my Mountain Dew can up there for reference. It's about 2 Mountain Dew cans tall. Here's the fingerprint reader again. Did it twice there. You can see it worked pretty well both times. It responded right away to my fingerprint. I was just kind of playing around with the toolbar, figuring out what I liked best, where I wanted it. I was showing you this here, this mail. It comes preloaded with this mail app there, and I've had an error ever since I first got it. So I don't know what that's about. Typical Windows. And here's the volume for the laptop. It's pretty loud. It's a front-facing speakers, so sounds pretty good. Then I was just messing with the brightness a little bit. So I'll go all the way down. I don't quite know why you'd want it that low, but well, maybe if you're in bed watching a movie or something before bed, don't want to disturb your spouse or something like that. But it's pretty bright though. I think the brightness was pretty decent. And then I just played around, had some fun with the camera here. If you kind of tap on the screen, similar to a cell phone, it, kind of adjusts the brightness level and focuses. Not a whole lot of settings on it. I mean, you can kind of change the size of the photo and the video. I don't really know too much about that, so I didn't really mess with it. Of course, change the brightness. And then right now, I'm just kind of doing a little test. I'm just opening a bunch of tabs and just kind of doing what normal browsing that I would normally do. So, on my Facebook page, probably be on YouTube or Pandora listening to music, might have my email up, Yahoo, maybe Gmail, maybe Amazon, maybe I'm doing some shopping for a heat gun. I am in the market. I might break down and get one. And I might be browsing Pinterest. And I was kind of showing you Pinterest and bringing that up because, if you browse Pinterest, you might know that when you go to some of these websites and some of these blogs, a lot of them have ads and videos and things that pop up, and sometimes it just takes forever to load, especially on my cell phone. It really kind of trips the cell phone out a little bit and doesn't always work that great, kind of crashes. So I really wanted to kind of see how Pinterest functioned and worked. So I was trying to find a good little post to go to here. This was like a little blog post, and it had a lot of pictures, a lot of wording, a lot of other articles linked at the bottom, some ads that popped up along the top. And overall, it loaded really quick. I mean, I do have this sped up a little bit for the video in this part, but overall, it was very quick to load. All the pictures loaded well. I even went, to another link from that, and that loaded quick. And the video that kind of started playing when I went to that site, I kind of let that play through as well as having the YouTube going. So I had a lot of things running at once, and it was working perfectly fine. Now I'm going to go in and show you that I am going to upload some photos to my blog website. Now this is something on the Chromebook that I was using before this, just a Lenovo simple Chromebook. I could not upload more than 3 photos at a time. It would take forever, and it would usually end up just erroring out. I did 7 this time, including a video, so 6 photos and a video. This is real time. For this little section of the video, I did not speed this up. This was real time, so maybe, a matter of 10, 15 seconds at most to get those uploaded. And then I'm just selecting those using the touch screen. As you can see, it was really responsive to my touch, and those uploaded into my web page right away. Back when I was using the Chromebook, I thought it was the website builder, but turns out it was not. It was the computer that was very slow and glitchy when I was using that, but not on this Lenovo with the Flex 2-in-1. This runs on Windows. This is not a Chromebook, to be clear. I had a Chromebook that I was using before this. I also had a very large Dell computer, very old. I got it about 13 years ago. So at any rate, I was just kind of showing you doing some of my digital design editing, playing around with the video recording right now. I'm using it in what they call, what do they say, like a notebook mode. And this is the pen, the accessory design pen that kind of came with it. So similar to a stylus, but obviously, programmed to work with this computer. So I love the 2-in-1. I had to go with it. I just love the touch screen. I'm so used to that. That's what we use in our cell phones every day. And I'm used to like scrolling and touching the screen. And so when I was looking for a computer to get, I knew I had to go with the 2-in-1. So I'm just doodling, playing around, kind of showing you how well the pen works to kind of fill in. I really like that little rainbow type color it has. So I'm just doing some doodles, showing you what it's all about. When I was using it kind of on that portrait mode, my hand rubbing on the side was moving the picture around, so it wasn't working. But when I use it this way, where I kind of flip that, where it's just like the tablet mode standing up, I find that I can rest my hand on the side of the page and it doesn't make any marks or anything, and the pen still works just fine. So I really like that. I love drawing in this mode. I find that it works the best. So again, just some more ideas, some doodling of an upcoming project that I want to do, just to show you here. But yeah, I love this pen. It's really easy to kind of erase places and pick out the pen color and the thickness that you want. I could seriously doodle on this for hours. New lemon crafts coming soon. Also planning to do another pizza pan hanging sign. So here's a little sneak peek of that. Gonna stick with a red, white, and blue theme on that one. Look how easy this works. I love this pen, and this is a good value in itself. It came with this computer, and if you were gonna buy a pen for like a tablet or a 2-in-1 or even your phone, like a stylus, those can be 30, 40, 70 bucks. I don't know. I mean, they've got to be at least a $30 to $50 value. Yeah, I think overall, this wasn't at the top of the line. This wasn't the bottom of the line. I mean, you can get other Windows computers for less money. This was $599 before tax. But overall, I think for the amount of storage that this has, compared to, some of the other ones that I had found for the price, I really think it's great. And I'm showing you this pen. It has some settings that you can go into. You go to Start and then Settings, and then it's under the Pen and Windows ink setting, and the little buttons on the side, you can turn those into like little quick shortcuts. I turned them off because I find that when I was using the pen and kind of doodling, I kept randomly like clicking things, and it was like erasing parts of my picture that I didn't want it to. And I realized if you're on Word document, you can kind of use the pen to doodle. I tend to actually like the pen to scroll instead of my finger, and so I realized when I'm on the Microsoft document, I can't really use that to scroll because it actually just ends up writing, which that's cool though too if you want to write little notes or, you know, proofread a paper, whatever you want to do. Very versatile. So I'm showing you this here. I couldn't really get a good video, but someone said that the screen brightness outside, it's not bright enough, but I mean, I think at its brightest setting, I could see just fine. I had no complaints. I mean, you know, you're in the sun, it's always going to be a little harder to see, just like, you know, when you're on your phone, you have your brightness all the way up, but I could see just fine. I wasn't like squinting or anything, so. This you can kind of see with the pen, it kind of lines up where you're about to tap with it and kind of gives you almost like a cursor. So Kitty approves. So yeah, I think overall for the heavy web browsing that I would be doing, uploading photos, downloading photos, files, designing, all of that, listening to music, storage. I have a lot of files on here that I transferred from my old computer and it hasn't bogged it down at all. I think this works very well for designing or creating. If you're someone that likes to make content or edit content, this would be great. The specs you can get, of course, on Amazon. That's where I purchased it from. You can see full specs there, but it's a 16 gigabyte memory size, 14-inch display screen. It has the 256 gigabyte flash memory solid state drive. So overall, really great value for the money. Again, this was $5.99. You can get some that are a couple $100 more, less storage, maybe a little faster, but overall, this is really great for what I need.